Welcome to Skagway, Alaska. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of V-ADVENTUROUS. Today in our second excursion of our 7-day cruise. This trip has been very crazy with a lot of changes. We were late for our excursion, so we're gonna have to adapt and make some changes, but we're making the most of it. It's actually a beautiful day here in Alaska.
And the reason why we were late to our excursion is because they decided to change the docking door to leave the ship. It was supposed to be on the second floor, but due to safety issues and concerns, they decided to move it to the third floor. Took them a while to set that up, about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. That was the reason why we missed our our excursion, and then we had to reschedule for a later time. We had to reschedule for 1 o'clock. But if we would have been able to do the 8 o'clock excursion, we could have came back and we could have also done the train. Now, the train excursion is a little bit cheaper when you actually do it through here, because it's only $150 per person. It's a 3-hour train excursion that takes you through Alaska and Canada. Now, the only downside, even though you're saving a lot of money if you book it through here, is that if you don't book it through Carnival and something happens to that train, or something happens where you get stuck and you can't make it back on the ship at 7:30, they will leave you behind. But anything that you book through Carnival, they will wait for you. It is relatively cheaper to book your train excursion here in Skagway. All right, guys, so let's go get some breakfast.
We were hungry, so we decided to eat at a little local coffee shop. Got myself the monster bagel, Cessna. One of the best things I've had so far. 9.5 out of 10.
Ceci and me got the super bagel. It has the cream cheese, bacon, lettuce, and it's so delicious. I'm gonna agree with Bev. This is one of the best bagel sandwiches I have ever had. Oh, and my coffee. It is one of the specialty drinks. This is honey bear latte. Delicious. We highly recommend it when you're in Skagway, Alaska. Come and check this place out. Glacier Coffee Shop. This is a small town, so what we're gonna do is whenever you get off the ships, they give you this map with information about Skyway, places to eat, places to visit. So they give us the map, and there's the selfie spots already marked in this map. So that's what we're gonna do. Improvising, we're gonna go and find all those picture perfect places in Skyway. Take a picture so you can see how they are whenever you're planning a trip to Skyway, Alaska. So let's go. Vámonos. Oh, where are we going? Hold on. Let me make sure. Let's go to A. Where is A?
All right, guys, so I don't think this was such a great idea. We let Mrs. V-ADVENTUROUS, the person with the worst sense of direction in the entire family, take guidance of taking a look at a map and telling us where to go. We're already lost, but we did find a pretty cool spot where, you can take a picture. It's a mural. It's not marked on the map, but you're gonna find a lot of beautiful things like that along in this place, okay? So let's follow our leader, our fearless leader, Mrs. V-ADVENTUROUS. After following our fearless leader, we ended up at the Skagway Outlet gift shop, one of many in the area. I definitely suggest picking up a chocolate bar while you're there. They are really good. The wifey found her souvenirs too, and she has this thing of getting a magnet at every place we visit.
We did some shopping in Alaska. Look at what Ceci got. Isn't it the cutest thing ever? Show them to Daddy.
A ver, ¿qué agarraste, Ceci?
It's an Alaskan baby girl.
Trash cans in there?
Se parece a Ceci, mira.
Hey, this pretend disappear.
The Skagway Museum is a must-see stop for history lovers. Located in the old McCabe College building from 1899, the museum itself is a piece of history. Inside, you'll find fascinating artifacts from the Gold Rush era, Native Alaskan art, tools, and even a vintage 1931 Ford truck. It's a perfect place to explore the stories of adventure, survival, and culture that shaped this historic town. If you're visiting Skagway, don't miss it. It's a small museum with a big story to tell. Plus, they also have a train exhibit outside. Well, as usual, guys, Mrs. V-Adventure said that we were going to take a picture, and all the picture places in that map are the perfect places to take a picture, and we probably ended up getting 2 pictures out of like 16 spots. Yeah, my wife normally does that kind of stuff. She'll say, yeah, let's go take pictures in 15 spots, and we only do like 1, and then she started wandering around doing YouTube lives, and we went to a museum, and yeah, I guess that's part of living that married life. All right, let's head out to our excursion. It's 12:15. We got to be there by 1. It's going to be like a 10-minute walk maybe. Ooh, it's busy.
This summer I'll be by your side. A wonder that you can't describe.
The Skagway Alaska Summit Tour is a beautiful drive up the Klondike Highway to the White Pass Summit, about 3,300 feet above sea level. Along the way, you'll see mountains, glaciers, waterfalls, and historic gold rush trails. There are several stops for photos, including the famous Welcome to Alaska sign. A local guide shares stories about the 1898 gold rush and the people who traveled through the area. The tour usually lasts between 2 to 4 hours, and some versions go into Canada. So bring your passport just in case. It's one of the best and most popular things to do in Skagway. Alright, so I ordered the Belgian dark, and it is 11% alcohol. It comes in this glass. It's not very big, but with that kind of an alcohol percentage, and me being a lightweight, you don't need very much. And it's not bitter too, neither. It's really smooth. Like, I can definitely see this one creeping up on you after like 2 or 3. Like, you won't feel it, but then it's just all of a sudden it's gonna hit you like a freaking train.
5 minutes later.
All right, guys, so this is beer number 2, okay? I didn't think I was gonna order a second one, but these are so smooth, so good. And yeah, they do have kind of a kick, since, you know, I'm a professional, I can handle this kind of stuff, okay? But I would definitely recommend Belgian dark when you come to this place. And don't order too many of them because they do have a kick. All right, now it's time to go do whatever the wife says.
We had a great lunch, this Skagway Brewing Company. And one of the things that I was telling my family that I enjoy the most is when we travel, we get to know so many people. Our server, he's from Indiana, and he told us about the story of how he came here and how his grandpa, after he passed, guided him to come to Alaska. So pretty cool way to meet people and just make memories and enjoy some delicious food. I'm very surprised that this michelada is so good. We're not in Mexico, we're in Alaska, and I'm having a very good michelada. And now we're gonna finish our day on our second excursion on our 7 days cruise to Alaska. We're gonna try to go and see the garden, and then we're gonna head out to the ship because we have some more spa appointments. Let's go. Vámonos.
So we came to the Skagway Sculpture and Flower Garden, and it was actually closed for renovations. So we're gonna have to find something else to do. Actually, I don't think we need to find anything else to do. I think it's time to just head back on the ship before we get left behind here in Alaska. The last thing we want to do is be stuck here and take a 12-hour ferry or 16-hour ferry back to mainland and then a flight or whatever the case may be. And the tour to the summit that we did, I actually think that it's a better idea to do here instead of doing the tour, the bus tour here in Skagway, because if you do the Skagway tour, they're only going to take you around town, you know, And the town isn't that big, it's just a few streets. But if you do the summit, they take you through the town. It's not an entire town tour, but they take you through the town, and then they take you up to the top of the mountain where you can see the snow, and you get to see this pretty cool welcome to Alaska sign. So I definitely recommend that one instead. That one was really fun. Plus you do get to make a few stops and scenic routes along the way, which is pretty cool. We did get a lot of good pictures and video. So in my opinion, that is probably the best one to do when you're here, aside from the train. All right, V-ADVENTUROUS over and out. We are heading back to the ship, and my arm is getting tired. We had to be in at 7:30 or be by at 7:30, but we're actually heading back at 5:30. Give us some time to get ready, freshen up, and then go to the next spa appointment. V-ADVENTUROUS signing up for now. And that's a wrap, fellow adventurers. Thanks for coming along on our Skagway excursion. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Don't forget to be adventurous. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll know when our next Alaska excursion video is live.